Hello, I am Engleman Dovetail, and I'm going to tell you a secret. The secret is how to win the lottery. It's a very valuable secret, and I hope that you'll listen all the way through. We've all bought a lottery ticket. I've bought plenty, and I know well that feeling of hope. You go to bed at night praying that you'll get the lucky ticket, your ticket will win, and all the things you're going to do with the 8 million, the 12 million, the 50 million, or if you do the Euro millions, the 200 million that you might win, the lives you'll change, the people you can make happy. And what you're paying for with your lottery ticket is that little bit of hope. And then every morning, when you wake up, you haven't won, there's just that little crushing sense of disappointment. You will have to go to work again. You'll have to start all over again. Maybe you'll win next time. It's about odds, really. The odds of winning the UK National Lottery are 14 million to 1. Now let me put that into some sort of perspective for you. Imagine a busy, crowded high street with maybe 1,000 people on it. And you're on that high street. Somebody offers you a raffle ticket. Everybody else on that street has got a raffle ticket. There's only one prize, and with the lottery, really there is only one prize. All the others aren't worth having. You don't get your stake back. So it's the jackpot you're going for. Would you buy the ticket? You against everybody else on the high street. Maybe you would, maybe you feel lucky. Now imagine all the 20 nearest towns to you, each with a busy high street, 1,000 people on each one. And all those people are in a football ground. 20,000 people standing in a football ground. They've all got the same raffle ticket, you've got one. Would you buy it? One chance in 20,000. Now multiply that by several hundred. Think about 14 million people all standing in one place, each with the raffle ticket, and you've got one as well. Do you think you're going to win? Of course you're not. Of course you're not going to win. You know it. But it's that little piece of hope that keeps you going and thinks, well, maybe I'll be the one. Somebody's got to win. It's got to be someone. And this little scam is very clever because it preys on your weakness. Now this is what you do. Every time you want to buy a raffle ticket, it's £2 or £2.50 if you do the Euros, and you probably won't just do one. But every time, when you want to buy a raffle ticket, take your £2.50, throw it in a hat. Now hats are very cheap. You can buy a hat for £3, £2 or £3. You can buy a nice hat, a decent hat, for £22. Each time you want to do the lottery, throw your £2.50 in this hat. As soon as you've got enough in your hat to buy a hat, buy another hat. Hats are lovely. And keep doing that. Each time, each week, you want to buy a raffle ticket, £2.50, throw it in the hat. Keep throwing it in the hat. Every time you've got enough to buy a hat, buy another hat. And keep doing that for a year. See what happens next. And by the end of the year, depending on how much you like to gamble, you can have trilbies and Panamas and toppers and chef's toques. You can have bowler hats and hard hats. You can have every manner and every colour, every shape and size of hat if you really want them. Look how many hats you can buy just by putting that £2.50 or that £2 into one hat. At the end of the year, you can even have a wizard's hat. More hats than you can shake a stick at. Hats, hats, hats. You have won the hat lottery. You can call yourself Hattie, but now here comes the real thing. And what you do next, you take another hat. You've got all those hats. You're wearing a hat. Take another one and put it on top of the hat you're already wearing. And don't you look ridiculous? And winning the lottery is all about excess. Remember, you can only wear one hat at a time. You can only sleep in one bed at a time. You can only drive one car at a time. You can only live in one house at a time. Why do you need any more? It's just excess. So, do you really need to win the lottery? Do you really need to put yourself up against the 14 million other people in this country? And if you're doing the Euro Millions, all the people in all the other countries that take part, and there's just one jackpot, one winner. Why don't you keep your money and throw it in a hat? You don't have to keep buying hats. You could buy teapots, umbrellas. You could keep the money in the hat and pay off your mortgage 10 years early. How about that? Or go on holiday. Or buy any single thing you want, except that tiny piece of hope, that little piece of greed that you might win. And you won't win. Keep your money. Win the hat lottery. That's the secret. All the best.